person who doesn't really want label? Or
Right
will there
now,
be
yeah.
a time
Right now,
Mhm.
for the past how many years, yeah, ayoko pa ng labels. I think it's been a very consistent thing na ayaw talaga ng labels. Nahihirapan ako talaga to have labels or have any kind of serious thing.
How many
Without-
serious
without-
relationships have you had?
Oh gosh. Over the years, serious.
And the longest?
My last real serious relationship na
Yung ba yung real serious o serious lang?
Or seriously real.
Kasi there's just real na hindi serious.
Surreal.
Surreal.
So, kailan yung last?
He was just a dream.
Kailan yung last?
What
Hashtag
did he
surreal.
sagutin?
Like all out. My last real girlfriend like that I was
Inefortan mo.
effort was before radio. It was like maybe 14 years ago. Na effort talaga.
Oh, okay.
But I've been dating, but it's not. They all want labels talaga. I noticed, and I'm not comfortable with it. Just because of who I am on the show and what I do. Ang hirap talaga because how you are outside of boys' night out. I know it's really difficult for me to not be the boys' night out. May lalaki na babae or sa labas ko. I mean, I really
Siyempre, on air, malandi kami.
Pero off air.
Off air,
Sila malandi.
Iniisip nila na parang whatever they hear on air, siyempre, that's how they know you.
Yes,
Parang,
yes.
ganito, ito yung mga malaloko.
That's how they label you.
Yeah, so
Okay.
the perception is that. So kahit paano, it carries over to real
The real,
life.
yeah.
Oo.
Ganun ba kayo talaga? Malandi?
Hindi ko sa tingin niyo po.
Men
Ako,
are...
It's not malandi. Ako very
Friendly.
Ma-friendly ako. Ma-PR ako.
Ma-friendly tayo.
Matagal na ma-PR ako. Lalaki sa babae. Ma-PR talaga ako. Lalapit ako. Makulong ako sa tenga mo. Kumusta na? Diba?
Ako rin, mamaya.
So going back to your...
Yun lang mamaya, game. Baklaran din ngayon.
So going back to your book, I Need Space, kasi there was this parang commercial over the radio na I don't know if it was like McDonald's, yung there was like for girls, parang it should serve as a signal na parang I need space. So parang they were making an analogy on gaano katagal or alam mo yun yung
Space.
yes, space.
How much time is time?
Yan ganun. So dun ba nakuha yung inspiration?
I think the term "I need space." It's always a.
It's always parang
It's always. It's
an
always.
escape.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
It's the easiest
Yes.
escape. It is because you're gonna say I need time for myself.
Yes.
So they're always gonna say I need space. But then when you try to get to the root of it, you can ask so many questions after that, but you'll never get a direct answer.
Mhm.
So it's the easiest out in a relationship is I need space, and we've heard it, we've probably used it. So so it's something that that it need it always it's out there. It's like it's the issue that everyone will be talking about, especially like when you break up. Oh, who broke up with who? What happened?
Nandito yung
Who? What did he or she do? Tapos, oh, he needs space. Tapos yun, everyone's gonna jump on it. Baka may ibang babae or baka she's seeing another guy. So everyone's gonna have their own opinion after hearing I need space.
So since your listeners, probably most of the female listeners label you as malandi, was there a time that you shared a crush or an attraction on one
One girl.
female or
I admit,
A listener?
not necessarily a listener?
I admit na there are girls na I find very attractive. Tapos nalalaman ko dumana palaki to.
So how did you deal with
And
it?
this happens 80% of the time.
Baliktad.
Matinik to. Ito yung bangus talaga, no? Kami ni Slip mga tilapia lang kami. Ito, bangus. Tawag dito, kagabi lang, no?
Oh.
Sini-check out ako. Off the record na natin to. Ganda, sabi ko, pwede to. Eh, sa brain mo yung pwede to. Diba? Kinakausap pa na, hey, what do you do? Sabi niya, oh, I'm into this music ko. Ikaw, perfect. Siyempre, nagsinungaling na ako. Ako rin, favorite ko yan. I'm into that also, ganyan. May doon siya sa dogs na Shih Tzu. Sabi ko, ako rin ako, favorite ko rin Shih Tzu, ganyan. Diba, sinusuklay ko pa yung buhok, ganyan. Where do you go for grooming, ganyan. Tapos after, small talk, lasted for 15 minutes. After that, sabi, oh, by the way, I know your friend Tony. Hindi ko na ko ito naman. Sabi ko, sayang 15 minutes ko.
I could have been talking with someone else.
Nagsinungaling na ako lahat-lahat. Sabi ko, hindi ako sa Shih Tzu. Tapos kilala lang pala si Tony. Dumaan na pala kay Tony.
So you invest ka ng 15 minutes of your...
Sayang.
Dapat daw, do you know my friend Tony yung opening line?
Oo.
Yun na nga dapat kong gawin. Hi, kilala mo ba si Tony? Hindi, usap tayo. Wala ka rin natin. Tara, usap tayo.
But that's always a question, especially like when we go out. Like me, when I go out, they don't say hi. How are you? Like they go. The first thing they say is, "Oh, where's Tony?"
You're always associated with each other, of
Like,
course.
oh, where's Tony? Where's Tony?
Yeah. Kasi friendly talaga ako. Ma-PR talaga ako.
So, what is there a part in your book that you are teaching women to probably detect a signal na
Yes.
you are already
Actually, the
telling the girl na, oh, we're okay. I want a second
Encounter.
second base with you or whatever.
Well,
Parang sign.
the book covers from being single
Mhm.
to being
Tulandian, feeling boyfriend, girlfriend.
feeling boyfriend girlfriend to being in a relationship, true love, #true love
Yes.
na yan. So,
Flirtings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it covers all the
Yes.
aspects of a relationship, from being hurt to LQ to the guys that are very complicated, or if your status is in Facebook, di ba, may complicated
Yes,
status.
yes.
So we have all those na malabo siya or issues na that we cover. That we give you na mag-ingat ka.
Modern day LQs, yung may girlfriend ka. Yung Instagram niya, hindi mo nilike yung picture, pa rin sa crush mo. Nilike mo yung mga photos sa crush mo.
So,
Pero sa girlfriend mo, hindi mo
tampo-tampo siya.
nilike. These are modern day relationship issues na hindi natin masasabi it happened before kasi wala pa naman Instagram before, di ba? Dating mga LQ, nahuli mo or something. Ngayon, there are so many ways to flirt. May Tinder, mga ganyan-ganyan, Facebook, Twitter, di ba? Doon na nagkakaroon ng mga interaction yung mga tao eh. So we're trying to get real life situations, even with flirting and all that.
Ito, convincing.
Yes, yes.
This is convincing lines. Ito, situation.
What page is that?
We are on page 48 sa Bible study. This is Mark chapter 3, verse 2, ha?
Situation.
Babasahin ko lang.
May exam.
Convincing.
And on the second day, ito situation,
Parang mo naman pag-tuloy.
naamoy niya sa shirt mo ang pabango ng girlalo mo. Ang convincing line na pwede mo isagot. Si Raulo ka pala eh. Yung si Raulo yung sales lady sa mall, test ng perfume sa akin. Sabi ko sa kanya, bibiliin ko for you, kaya tinesting sa akin. Diba?
Lusot. Okay.
At least you know.
Ang problema ngayon sa mga lalaki,
We're teaching a lot of
Oh.
the guys and girls.
hindi, masyado silang ano eh.
Jump to conclusion.
Oo. Pati mga
Assumptionista.
Ang dami nag-assume.
Yes.
Diba? Ito.
Yan, magagamit mo yun.
May nakita ito, si Tones. Nung isang gabi lang,
Wait,
sinama sa
bibigay
voice
ka
night
dyan
out.
yan.
Sabi niya, nakita ako dun sa isang place. May may ka-holding hands daw ako. Sabi niya, on radio, sabi ko, Tones, I'm very insulted. Sabi ko, yung girl lalo, may sprain. Inaalalayan ko lang pababa. Holding hands na agad. Tapos, sa elevator, iba na naman ka-holding hands. Sabi niya, may sprain din yung isa eh. Dalawa sila may sprain. Kasi alam ko ba sila may sprain?
Nag-pinost sa Twitter.
Nag-selfie.
Diba?
Pero for video for the girls, kaya for the boys relationship.
Oo. Nahuli ka, nagbubura ng text. Yung text na galing sa ex mo, binubura mo. Yan na sasagot mo.
Nakaka-relate si
Babe!
Ben.
Alam ko yan.
Oo. Hindi ko siya binura kasi Ay, hindi ko siya binubura kasi gusto ko constantly ma-remind na isang pagkamali ang ex ko. Kaya kailangan sa phone ko lang, parang hindi ko naman
Ay,
pagkakamali.
may banat na gano'n.
Ah,
Hugot.
May hugot.
Or it makes me realize what a good thing we have.
Oo.
Happy memories na lang.
Yung mga girls, wala kang advice dyan.
This is for guys and girls. Kasi, ako na nagde-deliver, but I'm sure, sabi nga namin in this day and age, equal na eh. Girls approach guys equally as guys approach girls.
How long did you take
To compile all
yeah,
the-
to compile the book?
As a book.
As a group, it took us about 3 years.
3 years in the making.
3 years in the making, but then the past year is when Viva Psycom really gave us a due date.
Do you have any intention of doing it film version? Kasi meron kan, di ba? Si Ramon Bautista had parang bakit hindi ka crush ng crush mo?
So,
So this one might be a good
hopefully. Well,
Trilogy
I
or
need
what?
space, diba? Ang part 2 talaga niyan, kung trilogy, I need space. Part 2, I need more space. Diba? Hindi, I need space. I need more space.
para pagkasyahin.
Yeah, but,
That was the
hopefully,
third.
this become the second step to this. Pinaplano na namin yung next nito after this book will be the hardbound edition. No? So, titigasan lang natin yung cover para pwede
Tigasan.
pictures. With more pictures. Para pwede
Nandiyan matigas sa picture.
Coffee table book na pa yan.
Bakit Viva? Viva artist ka?
Psycho.
Psycho.
So, it's publishing. Publishing partner.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, Tita June Rufino manages the group.
Kaya na may tanong. I jumped in.
So is this the expert's guide to
The universe.
Ayoko sabihin ng expert eh, kasi napaka-self-serving, no? I think I've been hurt so many times. I just wanna reach out and help people and tell them na sana hindi mangyari sa inyo yung nangyari sa akin. So, I'm not an expert, I'm a victim. It's a victim's sharing of experiences.
So sa mga pictures na we see in the book, there's a lot of eye candy for the guys. Pero sa girls, of course,
Kami lang
you guys are
talaga,
eye candy
oo.
rin.
Magsawa sila sa mukha namin, di ba?
Sorry.
Kasi Roxanne.
Siyempre, pampabuenas sa mata natin yan. Pampalamig, di ba?
So there's an inclination more para sa boys rather than the girls.
Yeah. I guess this line, I need space. You hear a lot of guys use it. Yung nakasakal na ako. It's not you, it's me. Diba?
But is it very Filipino, would you say? Or have you also tried
Oo,
researching
mga
on other cultures and how to break up
Yes.
with lines they use and what's popular with them compared to us?
I think with when it comes to relation, whether it's worldwide,
It's universal.
Love is love, and no matter what nationality or gender, whether you're straight, tomboy, transgender,
So we haven't figured it
straight,
out.
everyone has their boiling point in a relationship. Yung ayaw mo na talaga. Usually it's said, I need space or ayoko na.
But this one particularly, I think it's really targeted to the Filipino audience. Kasi a lot of it was based on our listeners also. Their problems or the calls we get on the radio show, they're sharing. So this particular one, I think it's really relatable to the Philippine culture.
Because if we translated it in Tagalog, if we came up with a title, it would be Nasasakal na ako. Parang it's too ang bigat.
Kasi like sa India, fixed marriage, di ba? So, I'm sure I need space, hindi lang masyadong ginagamit. Siguro gagamitin lang. Okay, wow, mali na pili ko. Diba? Wrong choice. So it's very Filipinized, honestly.
How do you deal with breakups?
Personally,
Because you said your last serious real
Yeah.
relationship was 14 years ago. So I'm sure you had you had relationships
Oh, yeah.
right after that 14 years,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
right.
you had breakups in betweens as well.
I've had a few.
Mhm.
They didn't work out so well. I've had a few slaps, a few fights. But it comes along with it. You know, emotions. You can't control someone else's emotions and how they feel. When you're happy, you're happy. When you're sad, you're sad. And some people deal with it differently. Each person deals with pain differently.
You mature from the
Sana
experience.
naman.
Maturity is the next
Ako yung
sexy.
immature. Sila yung mature.
Okay.
You learn eventually.
So you admit you're a douchebag sometimes?
I am a douchebag, yeah, when it comes to, as long as you don't, well, selfish ako. I've always told the girls na, pagtrabaho, with what I'm doing, really enjoy what we have here as a brand. And I don't want to compensate, anything, or downgrade, or shortcuts when it comes to what I do. So it's really hard. Actually, it's really difficult to compromise with me. I won't compromise. It's either my way or the highway. And, if I want to go to an event, I'll go to an event. If I want to work, I'll work. Because we work weekends. And it's hard. It's really hard to understand that we work non-stop. Sometimes we free time and then someone will the towel. Oh, can you go to this event? Many times I've left the girl and went to the event. We're right there. It's you know what I mean, but it's like a doctor on call. As what we do for a living, it only lasts for so long. Hanggang kailan kami dito.
But how do you pamper a woman?
Nako.
Ay.
Tanong ito. Ang gandang tanong ito.
Yun.
That makes them go after you. Go
Yun!
crazy
Na
about
nagwawala!
you.
Kagabi lang! Kagabi lang! May nagwawala. Hinahanap ni Tony sa akin. Sabi ko, ano, mukhang yayaba ako ni Tony.
How do I
Kaya ba siya nagwawala sa'yo? Ano ba ginagawa mo?
I think I'd like to give any girl that I date a really wild, adventurous, spontaneous carpet ride.
Excuse me? Carpet
Carpet
ride?
ride. Yeah.
Magic carpet.
Aladdin pala.
Masyado namang kanyon. Masyado namang...
A whole new world.
Can you be more specific and graphic about it?
From the physical to the moments where I like to travel.
Okay, so that's better.
If
Okay.
if you're let's say hang out with me, we're gonna travel, no matter what, whether you like it or not, whether it's locally or whatever. Ibang bansa. I really do. So you're my plus one.
Pick-up line na naman yan. You're my
You're my plus one.
May plus two. Plus one muna. One muna, one at a time. When it comes to verbal communication, doon ako kulang talaga. I'm very, very selective and very matipid talaga when it comes to communicating of feelings, of any kind of emotions sa girl, which I think it's masama yun, but at the same time I think that's probably maybe one of the reasons why girls are frustrated with me, because they can't get anything out of me verbally of how I feel or how I am feeling inside. And I think that's a common denominator, I think, with all that I've seen with the women.
Would you attribute it to the way you were brought up?
Yeah, maybe. Usually, if your parents are like that, usually attribute you yun attributes ng parents mo in a relationship. So my parents were never very verbal or public display of affection. Bihira sila.
So auditory ka.
Yeah,
You're
but they
more
would
on
show
an
everything
auditory.
through,
They don't say I love
external.
you all the time.
Yeah. But they would vary. But in terms of security-wise, food, clothes, kung anong gusto ko.
Not the
you're there.
touchy-feely kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. Not very disattached, but at the same time, very responsible. For yung necessities na kailangan sa buhay, you know, they're always there. Never sila nagkulang. Maybe that's why.
Practical lang.
Very practical sila.
You can't grab Tony's hand in the mall. Because all of a sudden Tony, what are you doing?
Ay! Bawal yun.
Ay.
Pero ibang parte ng katawan pwede mawakan.
Pero meron part na
Hindi ako bitaw.
merong part na naglakad ang date mo na una or ikaw ang siya ang nahuli. Ginagawa ng
that's a
artista
common-
yan.
That's a common thing. I'm always either walking ahead or walking behind.
Mhm.
Ayaw mo katabi kayo.
It depends. Depende.
Pag maganda, okay lang. Pag medyo hipon. Okay lang.
Sensitive yan, ha?
But when you're dining,
Ano to? Hindi naman tayo naka-record, di ba? Off the record lang yan.
I-upload mo sa YouTube.
Pag maganda, syempre, tabi mo yan, di ba? Dito ka
Ay,
masyado,
YouTube.
di ba? Pag hindi masyadong nakala sa likod. Parang kita.
but when you're dining, ano ka ba? Tumatabi o magkaharap?
Actually, kaharap. Usually. Very, very rare na katabi ko yung girl. Gusto ko, nasarap ko yung girl. Ikaw, sarap o tabi?
Sa Betos.
Sa...
Kumakain.
Kumakain.
Dining.
Siyempre, it's a
Kumakain!
Hindi nasagot ni Sama ng lyric yung
Sa
date out,
Para.
yung Roman. Hindi nila nasagot.
Face to face.
Face to
Face to face.
Face to face.
Ano, you gel so well. Ano ba kayo, meron bang time na hindi kayo nagkasundo?
You actually,
Very rare.
it's very rare. I mean, we probably fight about a certain issue, but then not to the point where we want to beat each other up. It's just more of opinions. Because with us, we respect each other because we know where we came from and you know how we came to be, you know, who we are. And I guess that's the thing that keeps the group together is the respect of each other's opinions.
And if there's a problem, we usually talk about it naman. We bring it out. Or may problema yung isa. Okay.
But what certain issue would you not rather dare
Actually,
go?
Name dropping eh. Name dropping. Ayoko.
Naglalaglagan kami on air.
But
Parang, si Tones nakita ko kagabi, may kasama. Pero we would never mention names.
Kasi we don't want the third party.
Yeah.
Out of respect to the other person.
Kasi
plus with us three, like in the 8-9 years that we've been together, we don't ask about our personal lives.
or who we're dating.
Who we're
Actually,
dating.
we didn't know he was gonna get married. Till we got an invitation.
Very surprised lang. Oh, look at that, he's gonna get married.
We never asked about our love life or sex life. Wala.
Wala.
We don't talk about it. Di ba guys, it's so funny, usapang lalaki, we never ask each other about, magaling ba siya? Okay ba siya? Di ba some guys ask, or some girls, di ba girls when they get together, wait girl.
But mostly girls do ask.
Ang laki-laki.
Hindi issue ng lalaki.
So, come here, we never ask, which is
Very
something
guy
that
thing.
over 8 to 9
That
years.
makes you guys.
Yes.
It's more of the, it's like for example, like
Hindi, kasi may ibang guys
Yeah.
na, oy, I slept with her already ah. Oh, you know, they make yabang, nadali ko. You know what I mean? Like, consistently, they need to tell all
Hindi pa sila
the guys
confident sa
na
sarili
they
nila.
conquered her, they dated her, or I dated her, or wala. Kami, wala kaming actually,
Baliktad pa nga kami. Hindi wala nangyari siya. We are the total opposite. Kung yung iba, pare na ano kasing ano. Kami, pare, wala nangyari. Nag-movie lang kami. Nag-dinner lang yan, dinner. Yeah, we're actually the complete opposite.
Hi, sorry for interruption. Pwede mag-transfer lang tayo sa Sharon Room?
Oh, sure. Gamitin na yung ano. Oh, okay, sure. Sorry